Hello, secret cave tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we worked our way through Narsh, barely, and fought Tritok, which I forgot to show off at the end of last episode, but is in fact an Esper that gives Terra some more magic. So, she can now have the level 3 sort of ultimate of each element. I don't know how you'd get this far without having Fire 3 already, but in case you don't, there it is. And we'll pick up the other two as well. So, Auto Shell, I don't know if that's too important. I don't know if Stamina is terribly good for her, but those are your options for... I wish she had a pure magic Esper, honestly. That kind of annoys me. I don't know why you would want to boost her stamina like that, but I'm assuming there's some build for it. Also, I'm pretty sure she's the only one that can equip Tritok. Is there anyone else in the party that has any chance? Maybe Locke. No. He's got enough going on here that I've completely forgotten to unlock. Good job, Blue. But yeah, it's another Terra Esper, which is kind of why I brought her. She's the one that had the little chit-chat with Tritok earlier that made her go insane. Anyway, let's continue our adventures. I remember in the original Final Fantasy VI, this dungeon was pretty brutal. We'll see what it's like in Brave New World. Looks like some new enemies, one way or the other. That's not the nicest thing. You can still steal while you're an imp, though. Seem to do good damage. Stole a remedy, alright. I expect these guys have the stat hats, which is the same as the ones from the Magitech Research Facility. I could be wrong, though. Looks like the shock will wipe these guys out. And that's a monster, so he doesn't have anything to steal. Cool. So far, not too terrible. I know I've had a really rough time with the enemies in Narsh and the snow and caves around there, so I'm hoping for a little bit of a reprieve here. X-Ether. Excellent ether. Dang it. There's a lot of traps here. These guys again. Alright, we're gonna let Celeste deal with it. Well, we should still try to steal stuff. Looks like, just like the, I think they were called Onion Knights originally, or Onion Kids, maybe. They had a lot of physical defense back then in the Magitech Research Facility as well, so same kind of deal. Looks like Shock is maybe defense ignoring or something, which is why it's so good. Such a good skill. Well, that group, not too dangerous, I would say. Not as bad as some of the stuff we saw in the other area of this Narsh. Moogle hide? Mog, will you wear the body or the skin of another Moogle? No, he will not do that. Couldn't he wear the Chocobo and stuff gear the same as Realm and Strago before? Wonder if they changed that in Brave New World, or maybe I'm just remembering wrong. I assume it's a Realm type equipment. Yeah, there we go. Moogle hide. Hey, having earth and wind damage. That's not bad. Yeah, Strago, Realm, and Gal. It's possibly their best, or next best after Chocobo hide. Yeah, it's probably an improvement over that. And apparently, I didn't even know, the Chocobo hide halves water and wind. I think that's a new implementation for, Brave New World. I don't remember them doing that originally, but I could be wrong. Earth and wind, water, wind. Is there any other? Tabby hide is earth. Gator hide is water. Okay, so it looks like water, earth, and wind seem animal oriented or hide oriented. You know what I mean. Skin of other creature oriented. So these guys, no idea how dangerous it's going to be. Snare is auto kill though, so that's always a nice start. gigavolts. It stings a bit. Looks like it probably comes with sap as well. Try one more dance. Ceratops. I know some of these guys in the earlier game in the World of Balance, similar type enemies, the Rhinotaurs and all that, they had a lot of nasty counterattacks. So I'm trying to be careful here and find attacks that are safe. Luckily we can save it while we're down here. Can't heal it, unfortunately. Wait a second, don't I have the back guard? I must have forgot to equip it when I restarted. If you watched the last episode, if you remember, I had some terrible times with a certain dragon. Wow, we're in trouble here. Alright, as soon as we get shock off, we should be fine. These pincer attacks are brutal, though. That's the stuff. Aw, don't be another Rasper. Rasp needs to be limited in Brave New World. Come on, it's so difficult to restore MP with no tents, not being allowed to heal at save points, not being able to use Osmos, making all the ethers rare and expensive. You shouldn't be running into so many Rasp enemies. That's not cool. Not cool, dude. Anyway, at least we've got a save point, even if we can't heal up like I'd prefer. I'll throw a save state down in just so it's quicker if we die. Hope you like random battles again. I'm glad we brought Celeste with Leo's spirit, though. Makes pretty short work of these fights. To be fair, I'm sure Sabin and Edgar and all the normal A-team would be just fine, too. Hopefully this next room is the one I think it is. Nope, we got a little bit longer to go. At least that didn't put us too far back. There's a lot of traps down here, and I'm probably missing a couple pieces of treasure. We'll go back and find it later on. Almost want to put auto haste on Celeste here, just because her shock is what's saving us all the time. Oh, that does remind me. What happened to my back guard? Why does no one have that equipped? I think I switched that magic cube out for the back guard at some point, and I forgot. Which is fine, because we didn't need the MP anyway, so... Alright. Random encounters? Come on! At least we got a preemptive strike. He got his jump in before we could even attack. Mog, you're amazing. So, he's definitely growing on me. I mean, I've said it before, I know, but the more I use him, the more I think he's closer to A-team, A-tier. The thing is, normally, if you're playing along in the original game rather than the Brave New World, you could just equip his special charm here and not fight a random battle every 5 steps. Remember those good old days when you could turn down the random encounter rate so that it wasn't ridiculous? Alright, we found the way. So, I'm just gonna put one of these down. A carving. Something stuck in the eye. Well, that's convenient. Got the Terrato Magicite. That's the Earth Elemental one I mixed up with the Opera House before. I'm sure someone's already corrected me on that video, but, uh-oh. Angry Sasquatch! That's the proper way to get the Terrato one. So, I don't know how hard he'll be, of course. It's always news. Definitely slow him if we can. I remember him hitting really hard in the other times I've played the game. He might be weak to fire, but I don't know for sure, so let's scan him first. Angry Yeti. What you got for me? Fire damage, yeah, and weak to poison, he said. Alright, well, let's see how much Bile can do. Gets 2 attacks per round, that's nice. That was a nice counter, I like that. 2 grand, not that amazing. I want to get regeneration on Locke, and then I'm going to try jumping with Mog. And I'm not going to worry about morphing here, because I think double damage on a physical hit will just kill her, so. That's still pretty good damage, though, right? Yeah. If she can take that much damage from a normal hit, I think a morphed Terra would just die on a counterattack. Let's try to get her regenerated, heal up, and all that. Double jump, yeah! Double jump for days. I guess we could go with Regen X nowadays, too, to... I keep forgetting we've got this now. But whenever we've got a party with someone with Regen X, that should be the one of the first spells we cast. There is Haste X, but only Shadow and somebody, maybe Gal, can learn it. Haste X would be another amazing spell to open a boss fight with. Anyway, damage. We're in the damage phase. Takedown. Alright, well that's kind of obnoxious when you can just one-shot Terra in the back row. Thanks, video game. I guess if I'd cast Safe on her, maybe she would have survived. Maybe. Fortune that breaks her haste and her regen and all that. Maybe this is one of those bosses that's more of a counter magic type boss. Locke's already out of MP, that's great. It doesn't seem like the Yeti is doing very much about Mog. There's a reason you should bring Mog to this fight, and maybe the reason is the Yeti leaves him alone. No safe spell, hey? Alright, well, let's just keep on fire. Didn't seem to counter it. I wonder, maybe he's not countering and it's just his random... Uh-oh. Right. Boss mode. I remember this happening. So let's see if we can survive boss mode. Locke has got nothing. I don't know if there's anything he can do. Here, have a bouncy ball. I have no idea what it does. A ton of damage. What is that? What is that? I never would have guessed the bouncy ball would do over 4,000 damage. Well, Locke's pretty dead. Looks like he's got autosave. And we probably just lost our entire team because he's going to counter everyone to death. Yeah, I love that. I love it when you just... Suddenly, now that he's in boss mode, he just counter kills everyone in one hit. Game over, maybe? I don't know. Well... Need to be able to get Celeste's big cure in before he attacks again, and then we're okay. Nope, we're all dead. If he hadn't got 2 extra attacks on top of that, we actually could have recovered, but I think we're done. That was dumb. I guess I should have known to be careful once he switched into boss mode. But I didn't expect suddenly he'd go from not too bad to suddenly everyone's dead, essentially. There's just nothing we can do here. I guess if I could get Locke to be the only one alive. She has to dodge Blizzard. Well. Thanks, Brave New World. That was really fun. Try this again. Alright. Luckily, we can speed through a lot of that, hey? Alright, let's spend a little bit more time buffing up. Seeing as... I hate it, but the fact is he can still one-shot people with his physical attack. Locke is really a liability here. Locke can do almost nothing. Except Bouncy Ball. Should have cured Terra, actually. But I wanted to use Regen X, so let's see how this works. I think it's the first time I've even used it. I mean, it does what you'd expect, and it heals a fair bit. And, of course, she's dead before Haste and Regen can do anything. Yeah, it's great. It's a really fun boss, you know? Let's put poison on him. He's supposed to be weak to poison. I just miss my good team. Why did I come here with Locke? Why did I bother coming here with Locke? I should have known it was a waste of time. He's basically only able to do item healing. I still haven't slowed the boss either. Come on. Hit him. Alright, good. That's something. Try to keep everyone alive. So, Shell will help against the Blizzard attack, but it's really his physical hit that's killing us really easily. Does anyone have safe? Yeah, so we can get safe going. It's just gonna take a while. We're gonna have to get everyone buffed up and try to be careful. I don't know. He may get an Earth attack. Who knows? He had Terato right beside him. Terato would have Quake and all that, so maybe he'll surprise us with a Earthquake later on. And there's so little Locke can do. Poor Locke. Just top people up a little bit. Everyone's got regeneration. I should put haste on Celeste at least. There's not much for Mog to do here either. Guess we'll just defend. It is nice when more people have access to the spells, like Safe and Shell and all that. It just speeds up the casting of everything. Like the buffing phase goes a lot faster if you've got more than one person who can do each spell. But I'll get Celeste hasted. I'll at least put Safe on the girls. But it might be worth it to put them on everybody. I don't know. Just give me a bit to think about it. I know, he uses the Blizzard Orb so rarely that Shell's not going to do a whole lot. Let's try to keep Celeste alive first. Foremost. And we'll just do a little bit of topping up here. I know his takedown attack was doing well over 1,000 damage, so I'm hoping Safe works and reduces it by 33%. If it's defense ignoring, then screw me, basically. I think that hit for less, so his regular attack is not as strong with Safe. Unfortunately, I don't, other than maybe the right Esper, I don't think there's any way to apply Shell and Safe onto the whole party immediately. I don't think there's any spell that just does target all. Maybe I could try to steal something? I don't know. Probably just get him killed. Yeah. I don't, it wasn't really, I didn't have very high hopes, but... I have noticed that he doesn't seem to counterattack Mog's jump. So, we'll do a couple tests here for a second while we're almost done buffing. Oh no. He can counter it. So I would like maybe just to get everyone buffed. We're almost there. And even hasting Lock has some value, because then if someone dies, Lock can use a Phoenix down faster. That's what he's useful for. Alright, I think Safe works in that situation, so that's good. At least if we can survive one hit from takedown, that's probably all we need. We can't use Terra's Morph, because that's just suicide. But maybe otherwise we'll be fine. And I'm thinking I want to kind of just rely on Mog's jump here to preserve MP for the girls. Because... I was going to cast Haste, that's it. Alright. It's weird how you can't cast a spell while a different spell is being cast on you now. I'm not sure if it was like that in the original game, but it feels odd to me. Probably should have waited on that. Luckily, we did not get a counter. So Celeste has a lot... Oh, you know what we could do? We could put Re-Rise on everybody. But it's pretty expensive. I don't know. I don't know if it would help all that much. We got all the buffs, basically. Let's make sure the boss is still slowed. Just, I'm not sure if it wears off, really. Still slowed. It'd be interesting. We didn't get him with poison either. He's probably immune to poison, but if we had an attack that caused sap, I bet you that would work. But double jump does do pretty good damage. Sometimes, I guess Vanish... No, Vanish wouldn't work because he has the Blizzard Orb, unfortunately. Not much else we can do. Other than waste MP. So that was a critical, but with safe, back row, and defense, it didn't do very much damage. That takedown is still brutal, though. If he ever does a takedown and a regular attack right in a row, it'll still kill somebody. That's why we should leave people... Oh, good. Now, I don't know if this has any chance, but we could try casting Dispel. Somebody has Dispel. Pretty sure someone has Dispel? There we go. I don't know. Let's see if he's... Let's scan him first. We'll probably get killed by the counterattack from scanning. But if he's got if he's got safe and shell, we might be able to remove them. Fire, poison, haste, shell, safe. Alright, so he didn't immediately kill us. I'm not sure if we'll be able to undo those. Should have gone with the spell first. Looks like slow might have worked. It depends if it considers it automatic or not. I'd like to cast Dispel because I was going to cast Scan too, but he seems to counterattack everything in this mode. even scanning and stuff, so see if this works. Alright, and then not dead. Let's try a scan. If the status effects are gone, it worked. Fire, poison, slowed. It did work. That's actually really cool. I didn't think that would work properly. Cool. So you can just dispel the boss mode. Now, it probably doesn't dispel his counterattack mode, but we'll be able to do full damage to him. I'm kind of ashamed that the Yeti boss is proving to be such a challenge here. Have taken like 15 minutes to fight this guy. But he killed us. He killed us good the first time. We're just gonna let Mog do the heavy lifting here. And we've got regeneration, so we just need to keep people topped up mostly, and regen will cover the rest. Or I say topped up, reasonably high, reasonably high HP, and we're fine. Probably over 500 or 600 is fine. Alright, there's the Blizzard Orb. It still does a fair bit of damage, but Shell, I'm pretty sure, works on that. Alright, good dodge there. I actually don't even think we need the full Cure 2. That regen spell is really doing a lot of work. But because the boss is slowed and we're not doing a lot of attacks, we get a fair amount of time to heal up in between. That's why I'm only letting Mog attack. It's a counter boss. He does a ton of damage per hit. So, also keeping Mog in the air, because he takes the most damage from ice, seems to be a good combo. I think we've got this. I think we've got it locked down. I do like the fact that Brave New World makes it so... Yeah, we got it. There's some value to doing all your buffs and your strategy. I think enemies... I think, honestly, what it's mostly... I think the characters have too low HP. I don't think we should be being one-shot by this guy. It's like, if you're not healing and regenning and stuff, and you take 2 hits in a row, then you lose. That would be a fairer battle. Alright. Yeah, just sit around in the airship. That's what's really going to happen. Anyway, with that... Admirer of bone carvings, as strong as a Gygus. And he's a little violent. It's our first totally secret character, Umaro. I mean, everyone's optional in... Almost everyone's optional in the World of Ruin, but... Take a bath. But, Umaro's kind of sneaky. And you have to bring Mog to recruit him. That's also true. If you equip the right relic with him, he will throw the Moogle into the enemy. Anyway, Umaro is like always in rage, so he's not controllable at all, which is maybe what you'd expect. Anyway, we've got Terato, which is Earth Element and just HP. I think that's for Mog. Yeah, look at that. He's got Quake. Quake is good. It'll kill our own party if we don't have Float on, but it's not just enemies. This will hit everyone now. Drain's okay. So that's something. Do we have any other spells to learn? Probably. There we go, just enough, perfect amount to get Phoenix. And what about... Ice 3? There we go, got like all of our spells. Just gonna save it just in case we die. I think this is the way out. Yeah, so hold on that for just a second. Oh, we can't even get back. There's probably some treasure I missed in this dungeon. And we'll have to make quite the roundabout loot to go get it. That's kind of annoying. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna end the episode here. I kind of want to use a different party. Like, Locke is kind of annoying. Let's go back. See if I can just warp out of here, maybe. Let's go have a quick look at Umaro. And then I will off-camera go back to Umaro's cave and see about what treasure we missed in there. Because I know I kind of got trapped and traveled right into his pit. He smash. So, yeah, Umaro. Let's have a quick look. So, he can equip stuff. Actually, he comes with some really rare gear. Wow. Hold on. That stuff's really good. Not for him. Well, probably good for him too, but, yeah. That opens up some stuff. We're gonna bring some people here just to test out some gear. So I've heard that for Gao to be good, you have to equip the Bone Club. He normally can't equip any weapons at all. The Bone Club should turn his moderately okay attack power into ridiculous mode. So that's the trick there. And of course he can equip shields like the Flame Guard. So those are all good. And the Snow Muffler, that's another interesting item. So, let's have a quick look at those. At least we got a fun surprise at the end. So yeah, Bone Club, huge amounts of battle power, and it's the only weapon Gao can equip. Snow Muffler completely blocks ice and wind damage. So if we're fighting the Ice Dragon, we've got one piece of armor that will completely block ice damage. I believe somewhere in here there's a shield that does that as well, although it might be equipped. Someone's got it, anyway. So that's 2 ways of absorbing ice damage, or blocking it, one way or the other. It's pretty strong. Like, that's the armor, just the Snow Muffler. Unfortunately, it's limited to those 3. So of those 3, I guess if you're bringing Gao, but Mog seems like a good choice against the Ice Dragon with a Fire Lance and this Snow Muffler. So, there it is. Almost missed it. It doesn't give him any bonus stats, but that looks like a good way to fight an Ice Dragon. We're not going to be fighting the Ice Dragons right now, but one day. One day we'll fight the dragons. So yeah, Umaro has pretty amazing vigor and stamina, but no controls. He just fights on his own. You can equip a couple relics on him to change what he does. The Rage Belt, I believe... I think it was called... Was it the Rage Ring originally, or something like that? But I believe this is what allows him to throw enemies and Mog. So to do max damage, you have Mog in the party, and Umaro throws Mog at an enemy. And there should be a Blizzard Orb somewhere that gives him the same attack he was using against us, the Ice Element on everyone attack. So, that's Umaro. We may never use him again. I expect he can't equip Espers either, yeah. So, because he's uncontrollable, he's generally not great. But, you know, you're free to use him if you like him, and I'll try to show him off maybe in the arena, because sometimes he's pretty good in the arena. And, maybe with the Bone Club and the Snow Muffler, seeing as that's all he can equip. Maybe if I also gave him the right relics, he would need... I wonder what the best one... Another 25% more damage, maybe some regeneration or something. Maybe he'd rock it in the arena after all, the Coliseum. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, that's all for today. I will catch up with you guys next episode to see what loot, because I'm going to revisit that cave, and if I find any treasure, I'll just let you know what was down there. If I don't, then I'll just save you the backtracking. Anyway, next episode, there's actually one character left. We'll go look for him next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day. Alright, I'm going to add this in here because this is an interesting little chest. Remember this one we tried to pick up before, and then we got stuck by a trap? Well, right here, anyway. If you go around from the entrance to the left, without falling in a trap, you get a different trap. Anyway, this is Tonberry, and he means business. So, I happen to know he's weak to fire, because I scanned him, because I already did this fight once. And there's a limited amount of time, so we're going to kind of rush this here. He's pretty tough, though, and he's definitely coming to kill you. It's probably worth getting slow on him, so Suplex will cover that. Otherwise, there's not really time for buffs or anything unless you've got Haste X or something. Which I do. That sucks. Should have gone with Haste X instead of, I totally forgot. We've got Haste X on there. That's probably better than doing a Fire Scroll. Anyway, he uses Step Mine, which, if you haven't heard already, it does damage based on the number of steps you've taken in the game, which means because of the lowered HP in Brave New World, it pretty much always kills somebody, which, you know, we're seeing. Hopefully we'll be okay here. He's already got 2 kills off, which sucks, and that's no fun. Sabin has the Hell Claws equipped, so they do pretty good damage. And it's quick, so that's good. And then the jump with Edgar you saw do a tremendous amount of damage. The other thing is Fire Scrolls are pretty good here, obviously. Terra's Fire 3 is also very strong. Oh yeah, double jump. This should do it. 20,000 damage, no problem. Alright, thanks Edgar for saving our lives. If he gets too close, he starts shanking people and they just all die. So, yeah. Anyway, for that, we get a Bone Club for our trouble. So now Umaro and Gao can both have a Bone Club equipped. So that's one. I'm not sure if there's anything else down here that's worth noting. Either way, I'll either add it to this video or I'll see you next episode. See you there.